Jai Hind, my dear students. Today we'll start our new chapter, which is chapter number 2, fractions and decimals. This whole chapter has been divided into two parts, fractions and decimals. So firstly we will learn what are fractions. Fractions. What are fractions? So the word fraction has been originated from a Latin word fractus, which means broken. Okay students, this word has been derived from a Latin word fractus. This is called a Latin word. This is originated from a Latin word fractus, which means broken. So what is basically a fraction? Fraction simply tells us how many parts of a whole we have. Understood? How many parts of a whole we have. In other words, it is also termed as portion or a section of any quantity. The part of any quantity is called fraction, and it is denoted by a slash symbol, like for example 2/3. This is called a fraction, in which the upper part is called numerator and the lower part is called the denominator. So this 2/3 is called a fraction. Here students, in fraction the denominator is never equal to 0. Okay, this is a non-zero number. It should not be equal to 0, because if 0 comes in denominator, it will be not defined. So denominator should be a non-zero number. Now understood what are fractions? Okay, now we will learn what are the types of fractions. Types of fraction. Okay students, now the first type, which is called proper fraction. Proper fraction. So the proper fractions are those fractions where numerator is less than the denominator, where the numerator portion is less than the denominator. I am writing in short, numerator is less than denominator. For example, 7/9. This is called a proper fraction. Here numerator is less than the denominator number. Okay, understood what are proper fraction? Now what are improper fraction? The second type is called improper fraction. Here the numerator number is greater than the denominator number. This is called improper fraction. For example, 9/7. Here numerator number is greater than the denominator 1. So this is called improper fraction. Now the third type is mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is basically the combination of whole number and a proper fraction. It is the combination of whole number and a proper fraction. For example, 2/1/4. This is called mixed fraction, in which the first part is a whole number and the second part is a proper number. It can be converted. This mixed fraction can be converted into an improper fraction by multiplying 4 by this number, 4 multiplied by 2, and adding this to numerator upon 4. So it will become 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 1 9, 9/4. Okay students, this is how we convert a mixed fraction into an improper fraction. This thing we will learn in detail afterwards. Okay, now you understood what are proper fraction, what are improper, and what are mixed fraction. Let us understood this three types of fraction by taking a real life example. For example, you ordered 2 pizzas, one for you and one for your brother. In these pizzas, 4 parts are there. and in second pizza also 4 parts are there. Okay, this is pizza number A, this is pizza number B. Okay, this is pizza. Okay, this is for you and this is for your brother. So let's suppose you have eaten the first part of this pizza. So this will be called as 1. You have eaten one portion out of 4 portions. So it will be called as 1/4. Okay. Now let's suppose you have eaten the second part also. So it will be denoted by 2. Now you have eaten 2 parts out of 4 parts you are having. Now let's suppose you have eaten the third part. So how we will denote in fraction? 3/4. Now let's suppose you have eaten the whole pizza, this 4 part. So you have eaten all the 4 parts out of 4 parts available. So this is will be denoted by 4/4. Okay. Now let's suppose you have eaten your pizza but your brother has not started eating. So you are still hungry and you want more pizza. So what you will do, you will start eating his pizza also. So let's suppose you have eaten your pizza and your brother's pizza also. So you have now, how many parts you have eaten? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you have eaten 5 parts out of 4 parts. Why 4 parts? Because only 4 parts are allotted to you. Okay, now you have eaten 5 parts out of 4. Let's suppose you have eaten another part. It will be denoted by 6. Now you totally have eaten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts out of 4 parts. Like this it will continue. So students, this part, when you are eating your pizza, this is called proper fraction. You can see that in all these 3 terms, numerator is less than denominator. Okay, so this is called proper fraction. This type of fraction, when you have eaten all the 4 parts, 4/4 is 1. This is called whole number. This is the whole pizza. This is whole fraction, complete fraction. Okay, and when you have started eating your brother's pizza, this is called improper fraction. Okay, this is called improper fraction. Here the numerator number is greater than the denominator one. Okay, now it is clear what are proper fraction, what is a whole number, what are improper fraction. So students, we can also denote this improper fraction in mixed fraction. So how we will denote this? For example, I have to write 5/4. So you have in 5/4, suppose this condition, this 4 parts and this 5th part. This 1 part is complete. So you will denote it, 1 part is whole. You have eaten 1 part whole, and in second part you have eaten first part. So you will write 1/4. This is called mixed fraction. And to denote 6/4 in mixed fraction, what we will do? 6/4 means this condition, all 4 parts and these 2 parts also. So you have eaten the first part full, that is you will write 1, and you have eaten these 2 parts, 2/4. Okay, so this is called mixed fraction. These are improper fractions. This is a proper fraction. Now you understood what are proper, what are improper, and what are mixed fraction. Now students, we will learn the 4th type, which are like fractions. Like fraction. So what are like fractions? Like fractions are those fractions that have a same denominator. It is the combination of fractions which are having same denominator. Having same denominators. For example, 2/3, 6/3, 9/3, 8/3. These all type of fractions having the same denominator 3. So these type of fractions will be called as like fraction. Okay. Now the fifth one, which is unlike fraction, which is just the opposite of like fraction. The types of fraction are, or those fractions which have different denominators. These are called unlike fraction. For example, 2 by 3, 9 by 8, 8 by 3, like this. These all fractions having different denominators. So this will be called as unlike fraction. Okay, now you understood what are proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, like fraction and unlike fraction. Okay, now there is one more type of fraction which is called equivalent fraction. This is not a type of fraction, it is another topic which is very important. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions means when two or more equivalent when both of the numerator and denominator have common multiples. For example, let us understand with an example. For example, I am having 2 by 3. Okay. If I am multiplying this numerator and denominator by a same number, for example 3 into 3, I will get 2 3s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. This is called equivalent fraction. Okay. This 6 upon 9 is equivalent to 2 upon 3 because they have a common multiple 3. Okay. And if again 6 by 9 is multiplied by 2, in numerator and denominator will get 6 2s are 12, 9 2s are 18. So this 2 upon 3, 6 upon 9, 12 upon 18 are equivalent fraction. Okay. Now you understood what are what are equivalent fractions. Okay, it means it represent, this equivalent fraction represent the same amount but with different fractions. It represent the same amount. Okay, we'll do some questions based on equivalent fractions in my next video. Okay students, thank you.